In this week's Bleach, Urahara gathers the remaining Shinigami.
Everybody on? Good, great, grand, wonderful!
Welcome back, everybody, with Bleach Chapter 612, Dirty. We pick up with seeing a bunch of the guards Bach has killed on his way to seeing the Soul King.
I'm not even supposed to be here today!
Bach calls the king an imperfect god and seeks to end the humiliation the Soul King has had him experience thus far.
Oh, I got you, motherfucker.
He stabs the Soul King and assures him that he must have known the day would come since he can see into the future.
I can see into the future too, but better than Cap. Let me try.
He bids farewell to his father as we see Ichibei being left behind and Ichigo making his way to the palace.
Jesus, we're going in hard! Strap in!
Then we see we're back in Soul Society watching two figures jumping buildings.
Parkour! 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 Parkour!
It is Rukia and Renji who meet up with the somehow alive Shinji.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing here?
Renji comments on his wounds and has the same reaction I had when noticing Omeda was there too. He says they survived Bazby's attack because the three of them were able to block him with their Zanpakuto toe powers, and his attack missed them and they were all saved. He then starts making a big deal about how he won't forgive anyone who's rude to Shinji and for everyone to be quiet since his sister is with him sleeping, but luckily Soifon shuts him up.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Why don't you zip it?
She apologizes that Omeda brought his sister, but they couldn't leave her in the midst of battle. This leads Renji to believe Soifon seems a lot nicer.
I did not realize that. Did you realize that?
No, I did not realize that.
They head inside as Shinji explains how all the captains and vice captains got an urgent message to gather, even if it meant abandoning their fights. He has a feeling everyone is already on their way.
I sometimes have a feeling I can do crystal meth, but then I think, better not.
Then we see Urahara and a few others in this huge facility that's been set up for something big.
Look how loud I have to yell!
As they step inside, they're greeted by Yushiro, who's being adored by Soifon, who confirms he is Yoruichi's little brother.
Oh, that's a shame.
Shinji demands Urahara tell him where everyone is, and he explains that the 7th Division won't be joining them because of Komamura's state, and Squads 3 and 9 will come along with Squad 12. Squad 11 is being healed, Shunsui's in Central 46, and no one knows what happened to Squad 10.
That's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
When asked what they plan on doing once everyone is gathered, Urahara tells them they're gonna break into the Soul King's palace.
I did not factor in the warp ability!
Based on the heavenly armor and the pedestal created by Mayuri, their huge wave of energy should be enough to get them there.
Oh shit, I feel like I'm there now.
Back in the Soul Palace, Ichigo and crew are making their way, but we see Ichibei saying, sorry, there's no way they can win against Juha Bach.
It's a waste of time, all this hoping and praying.
This was a decent enough chapter after a 4-week break. I know Kubo was sick for a while during this time, so I think he did an okay job. It was honestly just a recap of everything though. It was basically saying, okay, you're here, he's there, they're there, and they're probably dead. Oh, and in case you didn't figure it out already, we're heading to the Soul Palace. I was glad to see characters like Rukia, Renji, Shinji, and even Soifon, who's been out of the picture for a long freaking time. Still waiting on some Espada to show up and join the Shinigami, but we're gonna have to wait a while since a big chunk of the captains are still missing or being healed. I'm just wondering if these captains plus Ichigo's gang will be enough to beat Bach and his elite Sternritters.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
What I wasn't a fan of was the first few pages. We know Bach stabbed the Soul King thanks to the end of 611. So why the hell would you recount his process of killing guards, walking up to him, talking to him, then show him stab again? Then there was like 2 pages where 3/4 of it were all black. Also at the end, Ichibei saying there's no way they can win. Come on, man. We know you had your ass torn to shreds, but have a little faith, at least in the kid who's already part Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy. If he truly believes they can't win, then he essentially sent these guys to their death. Why would you tell them to stop Bach, then talk shit as soon as they leave?
Yeah, I said some shit. What? Man, fuck you and your bone spurs.
So I give this chapter a 6.5 out of 10. The captains are slowly being gathered back together. Urahara plans on crashing the Soul Palace, but Ichibei sees no hope for victory as Bach stabbed the Soul King. For my question of the week, what is Bach's next move since it appears he's already taken out the Soul King? Favorite comments always featured in the next review. Here are the previous winners. Alright, that does it for me. Remember to comment with your thoughts on the chapter, like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach chapter reviews, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Hummingbird, and DeviantArt. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.